Hey, yo, what's good? You know what it is. You are back with no more timeouts. You know who you rocking with. It's your boy Rosh, my brother JJ. What is good, my brother? What is
What's up,
good?
bro? Man, let me
You
move
look
this mic
old.
closer. You good, brother? You know what? it is a it is 25 degrees today, and that is the high of the week. I gotta be honest. It was 18 yesterday, like 20 on Monday. It's been crazy, and I've been in the house. Like, I'm not going outside in that. Um, there's all bro. I didn't know, by the way, too, before we start. Out here, when it gets cold, you're supposed to keep your faucet running because if you turn it off, basically all of
The water will freeze.
your water will freeze. So everybody tells you to drip your faucet so it keeps it going.
Uh,
Everybody's doing it. I did not know about this.
did it happen to you?
I've been having my faucet drip for I've been having it drip for 3 days, bro. It's crazy. I'm like, damn, I didn't
That's
know
kind of
nothing about this.
kind
It's
of
the Cali,
nuts.
bro. We don't be knowing about none of this real stuff that people be dealing with, bro.
Because we ain't got to deal with it.
We
We in
don't
the
gotta deal with
we
we
know
don't,
the best weather ever, bro. I be trying to tell people. I know.
exactly.
I know what it's like. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I think that's the main reason why, for me, like the thought of moving out of California has always been one of those things like, do
They
do I
actually
want
have
to build a
seasons out
tornado
here.
shelter? Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
they got seasons.
Well, hey,
But
it's crazy. Like I said, Texas, the land of the extremes. Extreme cold, extreme
right,
heat.
right. They said they had 90 straight days of 100-degree weather out here last summer. So we're gonna get the whole opposite. I'm not ready for that either. I need somewhere in the middle of this. Let's take the
Well,
100, take the 25. Let's meet in the middle somewhere, please.
I guess I know your ass gonna be in the summer back home.
Yeah, I'm in Cali for sure. I'm in Cali for sure. I'm not dealing with that. But yeah, man, we got so much to talk about today. And again, before we start, man, shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. I know we always say it at the end, but we appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah.
But first off, let's talk because we do got friends that are Cowboy fans, and we got to talk about some of these games.
Hey, I see my
I
boy.
wanted them to win. I
I
wanted them
see
to
my
win,
boy
bro.
at work today. I want him to hold my hands out like, you want a hug?
Yeah, yeah,
He was
it's
like, "Well, talk
bad.
to me."
It's bad. They was actually kind of looking past this. I don't know why. They was looking, thinking they was gonna get to the Niners. Like, y'all don't get to look ahead. You have done nothing to look
Nothing.
ahead, bro. But they went right down the field. The Packers went right down the field to start the game, 7-0, and you could already see they was stressed off of one touchdown. I was
It's-
like, oh shit, this is gonna be
you,
a problem.
but honestly, it's the crazy thing is a lot of coaches towards the back end of the season realize that about the Cowboys. They realize that if you start ahead of them, they already flustered. Like if you start with the ball and you score before them, they go into like full panic mode already. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the first quarter, bro. Like you tripping. Like I seen that drive. I felt it. I get it. I knew the Green Bay Packers were gonna come out first drive and just run it down their fucking throat, and that's exactly what they did, bro. Like I hate to say it, but it's like how you got one of the best defenses right now, and but if you really thought about it, just how a lot of people say the Niners exposed the Eagles, the Bills exposed them Cowboys in that game when they ran that shit down their throat because they don't have their defensive tackles ain't even that big. I think one dude in there is like barely 260, like barely. I think he's like barely 240. Their linebackers like
You was
200 pounds. They have
you
a
was
safety
you was
playing
talking
the
about
other
that.
foot.
You
Yeah,
you was talking about this on your Instagram, bro, because their linebackers are 190. And like they don't have actual linebackers.
no,
Like they got a bunch of speed guys. Parsons
yeah,
is one of the best, but bro, he's small too to be on the line like that. All these guys
and that's
they're
why.
all 230,
Yeah.
240.
And it's crazy because a lot of people don't know college football, don't watch it too much. If you remember, Michael Parsons in college was a middle linebacker.
He was a linebacker.
He
Yep.
played middle linebacker. He did not play defensive line. It's just when he got there, I think like he played a couple plays, rushing, and he got home. And I think that's when they start realizing, okay, he could be a good edge rusher. But it's like one of those things, like me personally, if I got Michael Parsons on my team, he's playing linebacker for me. because he can
Yeah.
track the ball. He gets through tackles. He gets through things. He knows how to, he has a nose for the ball. When you're playing linebacker, you track the ball. When you're playing defensive end and defensive line, you're trying to hold up the line and then trying to get to the person. You know what I'm saying? You're already being blocked instantly. When you're playing linebacker, you have a chance to not be blocked. So, like, I think hopefully, go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying he can move around. Like that's why I don't understand Dan Quinn, and this is not even just this season, but the way they've used him, you can move that guy around. If he's played linebacker all through college, he probably played it in high school as well. I know he played some offense. Like, dude is an athlete, right? So why only put him in one position? Like, you should be using your best player in multiple positions and you can find more defensive guys to rush the passer, right? He can be a specialist. Like, he only can do it on third downs. And then first and second, he could be a linebacker. Like, he doesn't have to do it every single play. But to move to, well, I was gonna ask to move this forward.
Is out. I think
that's what I was gonna ask you.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna ask, like, what is the changes that the Cowboys are gonna do, because it doesn't look good for the head coach McCarthy, and everybody's talking about Dak, and I just, for me, yes, you might want to get rid of Dak, but you got to look around at how many other teams need a quarterback, bro.
It's not, honestly, I won't. I'm not going to sit here and fully defend Dak because he did make some questionable throws. He made some questionable decisions, but also
that pick six was nasty.
Yeah, it was. But those predicaments that he was in, he kind of had to force a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? He was forcing it because he knew they had to score. And the Packers knew it. You know what I'm saying? So they were putting him in situations where it was like, okay, we know you want to throw it to CD. So we're going to let you think he open. You know what I'm saying? We're going to let you think. We really secretly, we doubling him and we blitzing you. So it's like, most quarterbacks, when they have an elite receiver like that, once they get blitzed, the first person they look at is their number one receiver, who, especially if they're as talented as CD is. But I think for the Cowboys next year, like, they need to put Dak under the center a little more, because your play action don't work without your quarterback being under center as good. Because if even as Green Bay was killing them with that shit, that play action when he was under center, they was murdering him. I also think that they just need to go out and they need to find a really big, at least 2 or 3 defensive tackles who can play, and then like maybe another defensive end. And I honestly think they need to shift Michael Parsons to play middle. I really think that they should let him play middle, at least on, like how you said, first and second down. And then when it comes down to burn the best of passer, then put him on the line. Let him go do what he does best, like or a new talent that he has acquired. I just really think that I don't blame Mike McCarthy too much. I'm definitely like, I hate to poke the finger, but I'm blaming Dan Quinn, honestly, man, because your biggest defensive lineman, and you're a coach, you can push to get more defensive linemen. His biggest defensive lineman was Rankins, our old defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you have nobody else really on that line. I think the other defensive tackle weighs like 240 pounds, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's like he's getting bullied. They running it right up your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Lawrence on the other side, he is a run-stopping defensive end. But if they run away from him, then he has to catch up, and that's not gonna happen. If they run to him, he's mostly getting double team. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just think personnel-wise, they made some really questionable decisions. Their secondary just looked lost. Like, lost. I can't even imagine. Like, I was watching shit like Stephon Gilmore was out there looking like a rookie, like, for real, like, over getting cooked. I won't cooked, bro. And it's like, and they literally ran the deep over route, I swear, like 20 times, bro. I seen that shit the 20 fucking times. How many times was Dobbs just wide the fuck open and Love was throwing like a duck? Like, you know how many times they could have picked that off? They should have picked that shit off hella times, because that ball was not coming on the stream. He probably threw like 3 or 4 of them on a line. Other ones were ducks. Like, Dobbs had to like go up and get it, go down and get it, wait for it to get to him. You know what I'm saying? I just think at the end of the day, like you said earlier, I think the Cowboys were looking past Green Bay. Like, honestly, most of the nation was looking past Green Bay when it came to the Cowboys, and I think that's really what it was. I think that's ultimately their downfall.
I just don't think you can come back with that same team if you lose like that. It's like somebody has to get fired, and you like Dan Quinn, yes, but I think Mike McCarthy has to go too. And it's not even like, bro, you're winning 12 games a year. That's cool, right? But your team is not prepared when the playoffs start, and you've shown that the last 3 years.
Yeah,
You
but the Cowboys,
I don't know what you're saying, huh?
They came out today and said they're keeping him.
They said that
I think,
today?
yeah, it happened like just like 30 minutes ago. Like right before we hopped on.
That's
So they're
nasty,
not going to make a
bro.
coaching change and they're keeping him. But you think
Okay,
about, look at
well,
their offense was potent as shit, bro. Like and you want to know what also makes me mad? Knowing that Jordan Love learned from Aaron. That means Mike should know Aaron's faults. How do you not try those same things on Jordan? You know what I'm saying? Figure out, okay, this used to give Aaron fits. Let's try this on Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that because at the end of the day, like a lot of people were saying, even Micah had said it. He's like, you could tell he learned from Aaron Rodgers. He has all the things, the reads, the plays, throws, the way he was playing. It looked like a baby Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. Like,
yeah.
so
I think they keep Dak. I don't know if the McCarthy thing is true. I haven't seen it. I think that's a bad mistake, bro. I don't. You can't come back with that team the way you lost. And shout out to Jordan Love. Shout out to the Packers, man. Y'all handled y'all business. But we gotta talk about the Eagles. We gotta talk about the Eagles also. I don't know what happened to them. I really don't. I'm not even proud that I said if AJ Brown don't play, they're gonna lose. That's what I said. I'm
but
not
the
proud
whole
of that
world was
because
saying that too, though.
I'm not proud of that though. I'm not proud that they fell apart. Like did get that parlay
That looked
to
bad.
hit, but I'm not proud of that. So what happens with the Eagles? What happens with them now?
So now, speaking on how the Cowboys, right? The Cowboys' issue was the running game. The Eagles' defense was their secondary. They let a lot of people walk from their secondary in the offseason. We got Epps. That actually shows how much Epps was really, really a thing for them. They did have two safeties that were also hurt, so I'm not going to sit here and downplay that. But it just shows that you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting the same results. But I did hear a lot of things that I had to realize and forgot. You remember after they went 10, like a 10-1 or 11, I think it was after the Niner game or the game before that, they fired their defensive coordinator, and then they had Patricia step in. Now let's be 100. When Patricia was over there with the Lions, that defense was trashed. And we all know they ain't Patricia, it was Bill Belichick. And it's like, and you're putting Patricia in a situation that he really shouldn't have been in. I don't think that defensive coordinator did so bad. At the end of the day, you win 10 games when only had one loss. Why is he getting fired? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think at the end of the day, personnel wise, the Eagles were definitely hurting. And I also think, honestly, that they took some really, really like serious major losses towards the end of the season. I feel like after the night, I hate to say it, after that Niner game, they looked so deflated. They didn't look the same.
It's not even yes, that too, but I just feel like they were winning games and they didn't look good all year. Like they was winning, but it was never like the Eagles of last year. It never looked like that. And they got some serious question marks, bro. I know a lot of their guys like Jason Kelsey talking about he might retire, probably is gonna retire. They got a lot of guys, the Brandon Grahams, the Fletcher Cox. Like a lot of them guys are old and they might look like a completely different team next year. Like I don't know what they do. But I just, bro, and offensively too. They the Bucks are gonna blitz. Like everybody knows the Bucks are gonna blitz.
And you
Todd
run
Bowles, that's
deep
what he
routes.
does.
And you
They was
run
just
deep
throwing Hail
fucking
Marys
routes.
to
Like,
Devontae Smith, who's my size. Like, stop, bro. Like,
bruh.
let's not do that.
Oh,
Every
dude, I
play.
seen that. It was like a 4th and 5 when they got it back, and that's when they got the offside penalty. It was 4th and 5. You knew they were blitzing. I swear to God, I don't think anybody on the receiving core ran a 5-yard route. They all ran like
No,
8,
it's
9-yard routes.
go routes.
Like,
Go routes.
go routes. It's like,
Everybody.
what are we doing here? It's one of those things where I was like, it's. I just honestly think as a whole, the Eagles, like I said, losing to the Niners, losing to the Cowboys. I think they lost to the Cowboys twice, if I fucking remember. And then losing, like I think they lost to somebody else too. They like
Giants.
you were saying this, and you were saying this all year. You were saying they didn't look right. I remember that. You've been saying it
right.
since the beginning. Yeah. Like even they were winning, it just didn't look the same. It didn't feel the same, and I completely agree with that. So honestly, man, it sucks but it sucks, but I'm actually very excited and happy for the playoffs now that it's not the main teams are making it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like one of those things, like, because that's how I like it. Like when the Giants went to the Super Bowl like years ago. Remember when the Giants won a little run when they was wild card? I love that. That was great playoff football. That was amazing. Just to watch an underdog come in and just ride their wave and just do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really actually like the Bucks, and I like how Green Bay's looking. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they're getting ready to come up against some juggernauts. So let's kind of see how that goes.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck to them out in the Bay. But I want to talk about the Lions real quick, man. That was a really cool game. I know they kind of struggled at the end and hung on. And honestly, I wasn't sure they was gonna pull it out, but they did. I just want to shout out Jared Goff, bro. Like, man, a lot of people doubted that man. That he was weak, he was soft. That's a big guy, man. Come on, man. We gotta salute Jared Goff. They traded, bro. The team traded you. You took them to a Super Bowl and they traded you to Detroit. Like, trading you to Detroit is like basically saying, like, bro, we don't care nothing about you. Like, that is the lowest place. At that point, they're basically saying, bro, we don't even know if we don't even care enough to send you somewhere good. We're gonna send you to the lowest place. And you're going to have to fight for your career, bro. And that's what he did. So salute to Jared Goff, man.
Yeah, definitely. That game was great to watch. It was very exciting on both sides. So like that was what I enjoyed the most about it. But I'm so happy for the Lions, bro. Like remember when they showed that they showed a fan, a 66-year season ticket holder, and he finally got to see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of thing. That's how I feel. And I think I'm more excited for them because I feel like that's something potential that we will be doing as Raider Nation soon. I hope, and it'll be
wait. While we're there, how would you react if we win a Super Bowl? I just need to know. What would you do?
I might cry, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not far off. I was thinking that too, but I don't want to.
I can honestly say because all of the stress and the arguing I've done and all of the lobbying and all of the the hope I put into the team, I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably gonna fall. Either that, or we come on this show and I'm finna rant.
We just gonna open a tequila and just straight from the bottle. That episode would be off the chain.
I hate it. I'm just telling you. But honestly, man, I'll be happy. I'll be proud. I'll be proud to be a fan. Just like let's we can even take it back to 2015 when the Warriors won their first championship. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Like, that was like the Warriors ain't been good in years. Just to see that happen, it was like, damn, finally I'm part of something that's a championship team. Like I'm not part of the team, I don't do nothing, but at the end I'm a fan. And like I was just so excited, bro. So honestly, there's like I couldn't tell you exactly how I react, but I would definitely tell you there's a 75% chance I'm crying. And I don't give a shit. Yeah. I will ball my eyes out, bro.
I mean, I think a lot of people would understand. Yeah, it's been so many down years, and this ain't about the Raiders at the moment, but it just feels like the Lions are kind of similar to them. I know we have Super Bowls from like the 70s and 80s, but like with our generation, we haven't seen any of that. You know what I mean? So I think we kind of see a lot of the Lions in us. So salute to the Lions, man. I hope they. I like Baker Mayfield's story too. I'm not hating on him, but I definitely am going for the Lions for sure. I see Lions Niners. I see Lions Niners to go to the Super Bowl. I see that. I do see it. I see it, bro.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going to hate.
I see it, bro. Yeah, come on. Detroit's going to the Bay, bro. I already see it.
Oh no, man. I'm gonna be real with you though. Like, let's be honest. Last time we seen a team like Green Bay do what they did was the Giants when they went on their wild card run. Came into a game, nobody expected them to win.
Yeah.
And who did they beat to go to that fucking the NFC Championship game?
They beat the Niners. I remember that. Wait, was that the Kyle Williams game?
Yes.
No. Was that the Kyle? It wasn't.
That was the.
Well, I just know. I just know the Packers with Aaron Rodgers could not beat the Niners. And this is a different Packers team, but the Niners own Aaron Rodgers. So
They do.
we'll see.
But Aaron,
Jordan Love is Jordan Love is a different guy.
Jordan Leon
That
Love
boy,
era.
that boy hooping. That boy, he counting him out like he stepped the touchdowns. I'm like, damn. Okay.
Hey. I don't know what my man Aaron Jones was throwing up in the camera after every tug, but he was going crazy too, bro.
They was both going crazy.
They was balling. Like,
yeah, I'm looking forward to those matchups.
I low key did want to tell him, like, but hold on. I understand y'all beat the Cowboys, who are known to choke. So
hey,
simmer down.
Drew Blackwell, man. I'm sorry, bro. Hopefully you answer your phone next week, bro.
Drew,
I'm giving you a few days.
I love you,
brother,
Drew.
You know?
I'm sorry. Hey, look, Drew, like I told Jeremy, you know, we about to watch the Super Bowl in Austin. I know, you know, I don't know if you're gonna watch, but if you want to come, hey, Drew, the tickets on me.
Oh man, first round's on me. Come on, man. Come on. Well, let's talk about the AFC real quick, man, because we talked about this Dolphins team. We talked about the Chiefs and how the Dolphins have let me down all year. And I said, if you could just beat the Chiefs, I will forgive you. But watching the Dolphins in 5-degree weather, it looked like they didn't want to be there. They didn't want to be outside in that, bro. Like
the minute they got off the plane, they was ready to turn around and go back home.
I'm telling you, I know I've said this before, but the Cowboys and Dolphins are the same exact team, bro. They are the same, because if you jump on the Dolphins, they don't know what to do either. And Tua, I really got to ask you about Tua, because this is an honest question about Tua, bro. Nice guy. Nice guy. Like, yeah, like, you know, I hook you up with his sister. Like, yo, yeah, you know, I would want you to take my sister out, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of guy I feel like he is.
Yep.
I don't know if I want him to be the quarterback of my team. I'm gonna just say that. But you can take my sister out, but you can't be on the Raiders, fam. I'm sorry.
You want to know what I think was a very detriment to Tua's career, which is crazy. It was it put him in the spotlight, but it also was a detriment. The fact that he came into that national championship game and won that shit after Jalen Hurts was struggling, like it put a light on him, that an expectation of who he needs to be. Like, and I think like he's been just so hard trying to live up to it that sometimes people don't understand that he's not that athletic. He has a good arm, but he makes bad reads, and he's scared to get hit. I think he's scared to get hit. I think ever since his concussions, which is reasonable, he's scared to get hit, and which is okay though, because if you were one hit away from paraplegic, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
They were talking about he was one hit away from his career being over. So
it's hard to it for me. Like, but I would definitely say, I'll say this right now to you though. Before all of this season, if you were to ask me if I would take Tua as the quarterback of the Raiders, I would say yes. Like before this season, because this season he definitely had a good one, but you also seen a lot of you know, things that just were happening, you know what I'm saying, that weren't in his favor. But also, I think that's also a product of also showing that their offense in a sense was low-key a one-trick pony. And if you
figured
it out, yeah, they got figured out.
You know
what I'm saying?
They got figured
That's all it is, bro. Like, just don't let Tyreek run past you. Game over.
The motions, the A chain, behind the back, handoff, all of that. Like, it was cute. Don't get me wrong. Like, they were scoring 60. A chain was going crazy. Tyreek, Waddle, all of them. They was going wild, bro. But they front runners too. They just like the Cowboys. If you get on them boys, they gonna fold. They gonna fold. And the thing about Tua that bothers me, and you even said about the championship game in college, it's one read, and that's where he throws. Because if it's I gotta make my progressions, I don't see that from him. It's
No,
one like, oh, he's open. Okay, I can throw that. And that's what the national championship game was. And that's what he's been doing with Tyreek. It's
and
one.
that's
Okay,
what
I know that's open.
yeah,
You guys got
and
to
that's
take
what
that
pissed
away.
me off.
Make him move.
Yeah, that's what pissed me off because I had Waddle all season. You know what I'm saying? As soon as Tyreek went down, then Waddle's the one. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yep.
I feel you. Jump on them boys.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
Yeah. Let's talk about.
I feel bad for him
the
though.
Bills. Oh, go ahead.
I feel bad for him though, but man, at the end of the day, I was more so cheering for them for my hatred for the Chiefs more. So
Of course. Now I'm a Bills fan. Let's go, Bills
easy.
Mafia. Turn up.
Hey,
We
hey,
here.
what I say?
Hey, if I want, let's bring the clip back of me saying that the Bills are
I
not
went
going to
back.
make the playoffs.
Okay, we will.
So
I did
I
go
was
back.
this close.
Our bet was not on that. Our bet was on the Eric Bieniemy being the head coach.
Oh, okay.
That was our bet.
So
we got time.
I don't know you stake. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, the enemy gonna be in that red and gold again. But yeah, so I was this close about the Bills because they was not about to make the playoffs. Then they fired everybody, not fired everybody. They fired the offensive coordinator and they got it together. They started like, oh, we got James Cook. He can run the ball. He's good. They finally figured it out, bro. And now I'm like, that is a dangerous team if they can, because now they got KC on the road. And I'm not even excited. I'm not even excited for them against the Ravens. Like, if I'm looking forward to them against the Ravens, like, I don't know if the Ravens could beat them.
Oh,
I don't know. Now it's a toss up, bro. Like, it's a toss up now.
Y'all can listen to me, listen to Rose right now. My Super Bowl is the Bills versus the Lions. I'm telling you, I believe it wholeheartedly. It has no shade to the Niners or the Ravens or nothing like that. I just feel it. I don't know why. Like, even right now, I'm getting a little goosebumps. Like, I feel it. Like, and I believe that this is the Bills' year. Everything they went through last year, everything they've gone through in the past couple of years, because they've lost heartbreakers, bro. You know what I'm saying? They've lost heartbreakers to them fucking Chiefs, and they definitely should have made it a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And I think right now, especially with this new offensive coordinator and making Josh Allen not turn the fucking ball over, they are looking nice, bro. That team's on a mission, bro, and I'm very proud. I think I'll be very happy.
Yeah, just stop being. He stopped trying to do everything on his own and just like trusted his teammates. I think he was trying to like every single time trying to have like an 80-yard run or like an 80-yard pass. It's like, bro, you don't just play the game, bro. You don't have to do that every play. Yeah, let's take the 10-yard pass, man. We don't need all that every single time. But salute to that. That's gonna be a solid matchup too. I'm excited for that. So who you got? I got Detroit. I got the Niners. I got the Bills, and I got the Ravens.
So,
but that means somebody's gonna lose. Somebody's gonna lose.
Yes.
All four home teams is not gonna win.
Yeah. So look, if I'm gonna be a betting man, Roche, to be honest, I'm definitely putting my money on the Bills. I'm definitely putting my money on the Ravens. I definitely don't. I think that there's no way that a healthy Lamar is gonna lose his first playoff game of a chance of being, the number one seed. I really, really believe in Detroit. I think the Niners lose. I'm sorry, bro.
He built me up. He built me up.
I'm sorry, bro. I just really think it's just because look how excited they were when the freaking Eagles lost and the fucking Cowboys lost. And I'm like, that wasn't the two teams you needed to worry about. Them niggas was finna lose regardless. I just didn't believe in it. But at the end of the day, I hope I'm wrong, because I would I told you what I want to see. I want to see Detroit versus the Niners. I want to see that game. That's the game I really want to see. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I'm wrong. But like you said, every single home team winning is kind of it's crazy. And I don't see. Yeah, I don't see. I don't know, bro. Like, maybe the Ravens, maybe. Like, it's a maybe. But I know the Bills ain't losing. And I know Detroit ain't losing. Fucking know Detroit ain't losing. I know that shit fact. Shout out to D.
So who's that's the one you're most confident in? Detroit?
The Bills.
Who are you most? The Bills? Okay.
The Bills.
Okay.
That was my preseason pick. So I'm gonna rock my preseason.
At the end of the day, they got Pat Mahomes, man, and Man, they the champs, bro, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised. But man,
I just want them
come
to
on,
beat the
Bills
Chiefs
Mafia,
at
turn
least.
up,
I just
please
need
turn
them to
up.
beat the Chiefs at least for their own sake. Because if they don't beat the Chiefs, something getting shooken up.
Yeah, facts.
Ain't no way.
Facts.
But hey,
we'll be locked in for round 2 this week for sure. We gotta transition to basketball. We've been dodging this. We've been dodging this so much. Draymond came back this week, and we played one game and lost to the Grizzlies. No Ja Morant, no Desmond Bane, no Marcus Smart, no Grizzlies, bro. I don't even know who them guys were out there. I can't even. I know, like, I do know who them guys were. Yes, I know GG Jackson, who went crazy, but we suck. We suck.
I couldn't even tell you what it is, bro. Like, I can't.
We're
like,
old.
Everything I thought about, we're old. I get that. We're old. But the Spurs
unathletic.
were fucking old before. They didn't lose like this.
But they drafted Kawhi Leonard to help them get that last one.
True, they did. I'm gonna say what I say all the time. We need a big man, a real, true big man. Besides Looney, Looney is definitely. I give all hats off to Looney because he's been with us for years and he's pretty much been the only one taking the beatings and all of it. But we need another one. We need somebody that. I just need somebody when Looney's not in to stand there with their motherfucking hands up. Because we can't. Once niggas get to the rim, it's a wrap. Even if they fucking missed, they getting the board and putting it right back up. Kuminga don't think he's a motherfucking big man. That Sarge, I get you. You're a shooter, but that nigga is 6'8". I think like 6'9". Like, he's not a defender. You know what I'm saying? We're not the same no more. Our defense has just our defense is gone. I don't even understand that anymore. Wiggs is still mad somebody took his girl. We need GP. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. GP2 is probably the only thing I believe that can even get us on low key track. The way he plays defense, his tenacity, how he goes after boards, how he attacks the game, his energy is definitely something I feel is the reason why we won that championship a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? The way he affected the game. And I think him coming back, Draymond coming back, if Draymond can just hold us together, GP holds us together. I'm not saying we're gonna win another chip because right now it don't look like it. But I definitely can say at least we can get back to the playoffs and hopefully try to make a run. Hopefully Steph gets straight torchy. But even with that, like even him, he looks so defeated, so exhausted. Like,
let it out, bro. This is therapy session. This is a safe space because
it sucks, man. It sucks.
It's over. It is over. And I'm here to say it, man. And it's okay. We was talking about the first championship. Right? I remember I was at my boy's house. Shout out to my boy Sim, where he was staying in San Jose. I drove to my mom and dad's house just to hang out with my mom that night because she's from West Oakland. You know what I mean? It meant a lot to her. She's a bigger Warrior fan than me. Like, I still am celebrating these championships, and I don't need any more from these guys. They've done everything, bro. They've given me so many nights that I'm just like chilling in the house watching them.
Yeah.
So I'm good. But at the end of the day, it's over. Yeah. I'm watching Embiid. I'm watching Jokic last night. That was such a good game. And the NBA has went back to old school basketball with big men again.
Yes, it has.
And I know the Warriors changed basketball for like 6-7 years. But if you don't want to get a big man, you are not going to be able to win when Steph and them are in their mid-30s now. Like, you're going to have to figure it out. You can't be so reliant on Steph. He's not going to be 12 threes in a night. Like, he's not going to have those nights as much anymore. And that's okay.
Because you don't have a threat off the pick and roll. Like, that's the other thing that pisses me off. It's like you sending Looney up there to set a screen on a pick and roll. Well, niggas know Looney just finna grab a ball and turn around and pass it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need a big man that is
We
going to at
tried,
least
bro.
try to be aggressive, bro. It's
We
so
tried. We
ridiculous,
tried
bro.
with
There's
Wiseman, bro.
still so
We
many out there, bro.
I know.
Vucevic. Give me Vucci. Go give me Vucci, bro. Go give me
Mm,
somebody.
I
Somebody.
don't.
Like anybody.
It's
And
over,
then
man. It's over.
the fact that and then I'm gonna just touch on this because we're talking about the Warriors and we were trying to go after Pascal Siakam hard. The fact that the
Oh yeah.
fucking Pacers gave up 3 first-round picks, them boys got robbed. I don't care what nobody talk about. Pascal Siakam is good. He ain't 3 first-round picks good.
He's
I ain't
about to
giving
get the
up 3
max too.
first-round picks for a soul. Ain't nobody in the league right now I'm giving up 3 first-round picks for. Not a motherfucking soul. I'm sorry. Nobody. There's nobody in the league that deserves that. Maybe Jokic. Jokic, maybe. Maybe. That is a big fucking maybe. Joel, no. Nigga don't play enough games. Fucking Luca, nah. That nigga take 40 shots to get fucking 40 points. Fuck no. LeBron,
You know,
old as shit. AD, Band-Aid. Nobody in the goddamn league is getting 3 picks for me for a player, boy. Indiana pretty much went over to Toronto's house. You know, the nigga from Toronto opened the door. My nigga Indiana walked in, put the gun right to his head. I need it all. All of it.
I hope they know that he still can walk at the end of the year. Like maybe they have an agreement because he's a free agent at the end of the season. They probably got an agreement like, oh yo, you're gonna sign this max contract because he's not going to Indiana for less than the max. Like like I'm not leaving Toronto. I'm not leaving Toronto and that city for Indiana for nothing less than the max. But to be back on the Warriors, and I wanted to talk to you about the Clippers real quick too. But it's hard for me to see Draymond as a leader when you're punching people and you're getting suspended. It's hard to be a leader. Like, how do you walk in a locker room and talk to the young guys and for them to like really hear what you're saying? I know they see you like you won 4 championships, but how do you walk into that locker room and
Yeah.
really like demand like their attention and their respect when you knocking the young guys out? And I'm not trying to go there with Draymond, bro, because again, I got all the respect for what he's done, but it's tough to say he's a leader when you've done that shit, you know? So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I
a wrap, bro.
I agree with you. I have
It's a
nothing
wrap.
to say right now. Like I'm just holding on to hope. I guess the only thing I'm happy about is I could take my mom to a Warrior game and I pay $200 for a ticket.
Oh yeah. Go get them tickets now.
You
Come
know what I'm
on.
saying?
Come on.
We
I
out.
hope it goes all the way back.
I'm
Yeah, I hope
taking
it
it.
goes
We
all the
gonna
way back
go.
to remember a great time out. Remember they used to be the bundle packs. Come on, bro. Let's get back to
Hey,
them
look,
days.
man. Hey. But
um,
for me, as a true Warrior fan, before we get off the Warriors, as a true Warrior fan, I would hate to see us go out like this. It looks very sad. But at the end of the day, we had an amazing run, dude. And I will
hell of a
never, ever,
run.
ever forget that shit. Like that was probably that these past 10 years have been for basketball wise, I ain't gonna talk about football. Basketball wise, have been the greatest 10 years of my life. And I'm just
Yeah.
happy
Won't
that
forget
I've
it.
been here to experience it. And I'm happy that I've been able to sit here and just let niggas know we the fucking best and you niggas hated it. Boy, oh my god. I feel like we were the most hated championship team ever, bro.
By far.
I don't
By
give a
far.
shit what
Like
nobody said. Niggas
you would
hated
tell
us.
people you're a Warrior fan, and it'd be like, oh, now you're a Warrior fan. It's like that's how far it came. Like, oh, all of a sudden you're a Warrior fan. It's like, bro, come on.
All of a
Like
sudden. Nigga, what?
it's crazy, man. But
There's still
I
people I
like
was like,
I
are
said,
you serious? I
yeah,
was in the stands when Monte Ellis was putting up 50 shots just to get 40 points. What are you talking about?
yeah.
What?
We go back. We go back with this
Stop
team, man.
playing with me.
Y'all just wasn't
I'm
paying attention
Donald
to us, but we
Boyle's
go back.
nephew.
Yeah. We go back, man. That's what's crazy. Like, we gotta talk about again, shout out to the Warriors. We gotta talk about these Clippers real quick, man. They actually looking legit. And nobody wants to say it because they kick dirt on James Harden, they kick dirt on Kawhi, they kick dirt on Paul George. Um, they hooping, bro. and they've been hooping. I know they started out like 0-5 after that trade, but they have, man, been hooping. Shout out to Russ, man. They got it cooking. And I was telling my boy because he went to the game, and I told him, I was like, man, they hooping. I was like, they wish that they could start the playoffs like tomorrow, because the only downfall is their health. You know, and that's what sucks, because it's like 4 months away is the playoffs, and it's like, damn, somebody gonna get hurt on the Clippers.
Look,
and that's what sucks.
Don't be surprised. What seed are they right now?
I think like 3 or 4.
Don't be surprised they get up to like 2 or 3, lock in that playoff bid, and you start seeing these niggas sit down so they can make sure they make it. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. I think they're the scariest team to play because they have just so much talent on their team. But I also feel like if I was any team, that's who the fuck I want to play, because that's
who you want.
Because all that talent on that, you want to know why? All that talent on that team is also known to choke like a motherfucker. Every single one of them is known to choke, except for Kawhi. Kawhi has definitely made it known that he gets in the playoffs, he's on the game. He definitely can do what he does. But all them niggas is known to choke. All of them. Every single fucking one. PG, you know what I'm saying? He's had his time, but he was in Indiana. They had LeBron on the ropes, choked. Fucking Harden had us on the ropes, choked. Fucking Russell Westbrook had us up 3-1, choked. Nigga, these niggas be choking, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's a crazy thing to say. Trust me, I would definitely not want to play them. But in my back of my mind, I'm over here like, maybe I might want to play these things. Let's see how hard they really play when it comes down when we really, really playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them, though. Honestly, I know it took a long time for a lot of Clipper fans to actually be the dominant team in LA right now. You know what I'm saying? They always just looked at little brother, don't give a shit who you is, who's on your team. You niggas ain't never gonna beat us. So shout out y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because if there's one thing I hate more than the Chiefs, it's the fucking Lakers.
I think we can end it on that. So we're gonna get off sports for a second, because I think 2 episodes ago we talked about Keith Lee visiting the Bay, and I was so excited for him to visit. Because I think everybody at this point, whether you were familiar or not before, you definitely know who he is now because of all the videos and all the backlash that came after he came and went from the Bay. It wasn't a good experience for him, and
at all.
It's not one person to blame. I don't blame him. I don't blame the restaurants. It just wasn't a good experience. I'm gonna say this first. We in the Bay, bro, we don't what he doesn't work in the Bay. Let me just say that first, because if you know what he does, he finds small restaurants that have 300 followers, right? And nobody goes there because they don't know about it. He goes to like Vegas. He lives in Vegas, Atlanta, New York, and these places got so many restaurants, you might not know all the restaurants in this city, right? So he blows the spot up. But in the Bay, we don't gatekeep, bro. And I'm trying to tell my mom this, bro. We do not gatekeep. If I know of a spot, Roche, if you know about a spot, you're gonna tell your homies.
Yeah, easily.
And you're gonna bring your girl, and you're gonna tell everybody. And you're gonna, and if you don't, your friend's gonna go and he's gonna post it on Instagram and tag it. And if the spot's gonna get blown up, that's how it moves in the Bay. We do not gatekeep. So if anything is fire, we know about it already. So there's nothing that he could come to the Bay and blow up if it's fire. That's just how we move. So he's already at a disadvantage doing that part, right? So the spots that he went, I'm not even going. I don't know where he went. The taco spot. A lot of people saying he went to a black dude for tacos and this and that. Like, hey,
look,
to each his own, bro.
I gotta agree.
To each his own. I know, but I'm just saying. I just think there's no spots that he could have went that was gonna be fire that nobody knows about. Now, all the other shit, the stuff about him getting, shellfish and us being, a terrible area.
But at the end of the day, you a
That
food
was
critic
extra.
with
That was
a
extra.
selfish allergy. That's just out anyway. But look, I'm gonna say this. So I'm gonna touch on a couple things. The first thing is I'm gonna just touch on real quick on what you said.
The
Going to a
taco,
black guy,
black guy for
going to a
tacos.
black guy for tacos is just blasphemy in the bag to me. I'm sorry. Nothing against Chef Green. I heard your food is good. I heard it's really good. Like I'm definitely gonna go out there and try it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what it's talking about. But
Yeah.
there's so many fire ass taco places, even in the town, bro. Like what? Like I was like, what the fuck? Okay, but that's here nor there. I don't even want to go into
But
that
that's
because
a
I'm not
fair point,
talk
though.
about
That's
his
that's a
business.
fair point.
But let's be honest. And so I'm gonna go on to the next subject. Excuse me, Jesus. My other thing was the Bay Area. The one thing about out here, he tries to find struggling restaurants sometimes. Struggling restaurants don't survive out here. If you're struggling, your doors are closing. You know what I'm saying? They're not open. The rent out here for these places and all these things, you can't fucking like struggle and just get by and keep paying that rent and surviving. Once you can't do it, you can't do it. This is the Bay Area. This is where we are at. We're in Silicon Valley. You know what I'm saying? We are in the place where rent and everything is just out fucking rageous. You know what I'm saying? So so for people to like for him to come out here to do that, that's kind of wrong. So I think personally, when he came, he should have kind of just switched it a little bit. Just came out here to critique the ones that were really,
The
really
fire
good. You know what I'm
spots.
saying?
He should
The
have went to
fire
the
spots,
fire spots.
go critique them and just let them know really what's up. Because like how my boy shout out my nigga Grubber Mike. I don't know if you follow Grubber Mike. It's my boy. He's a food critic. He's actually kind of good, blew up. He put out a statement and he put out something and he has said it. He said in the Bay, we're too loyal and we're too biased and we're too like popular is popular, so everybody wants to be the person that said, oh, I went to Chef Smelly's, let me post this on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we are. And we sent in some of these places, like, and I'm not saying nothing against Chef Smelly's. I heard that shit fire. Actually, I'm gonna go there for Valentine's Day. Chef, holla at me if you see this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it's crazy because some of these spots that he was sent to, I'm not gonna lie, probably wasn't really the fucking best, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and also with that, it's like it sucked. One thing also I'm gonna say is so when Grover Mike put this out, it went kind of crazy. A lot of people had a lot of things to say about him, kind of call him racist for saying something about Chef Green and stuff like that. And I was like, that's far from it. This is the Bay. Racism with Filipinos, Asians, blacks, Mexicans, that shit out, bro. Like, please don't ever. I never want to hear that statement come out of anybody's fucking mouth from out here when you're talking about any other race besides Caucasian. Let's just be real. And half the Caucasians out here, it ain't the same. This is the Bay. You don't really see these Karen videos in the Bay, even though it did start in the Bay, but still, you don't really see too many of them out here. That's the reason why I blew up in the Bay when that whole shit happened with the whole Karen situation, because you don't really see that shit out here like that. So, but it's like we have so much to offer. We all love our home. We love where we're from. We love it here, but it's not like everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? You have to be from here to understand it. And I think that's the thing why people were so upset that he came and left so fast and he didn't have good things to say, because like we know what we bring to the table and we know that if he would have went to the right places, linked with the right people, did the right thing, he would have had a very joyous time. Because like I tell people, when people always ask me when I travel, because I travel a lot, oh, what's the Bay like? I always wanted to visit there. I tell people all the time, I'm gonna be real with you, it's not really a tourist place. We're not really.
See,
You know, go ahead.
so my thing is, I did think he shined light on some of the issues that are in the Bay that people needed
Yes.
to hear, because I remember, and we talked about this when we first saw he was coming, about, yo, don't bip him, don't do this, don't do that. If you guys know this is happening, if you guys are so aware that we have an issue like that, why are we not trying to stop it? Like, why are we not trying to
Yep.
change what's going on? You know what I mean? Because
Yep.
we're just so cool with what's going on, bro. Like, why don't we have tourists? Like, that's how San Francisco and Oakland are gonna get back to where they used to be. If you're
But
not
that's
comfortable,
people
and,
are so
and
fucking
Keith
cutthroat.
Lee, if Keith Lee is one of the biggest food critics in the world, if he can't even survive 3 days out here, bro, like, damn, like
That's
we're
nuts.
in
Okay,
trouble. We're in
so to
trouble.
go, I definitely agree with you, and that was an upsetting thing. And also, like, to go on to more onto what happened, I also was like, I was kind of upset with Bay Area foods. Let's be honest. Like, I'm not trying to be nothing against you. I was just kind of upset because at the end of the day, um, he really could have set him on a different path and trying to like put him in position to only be at Oakland, East Bay. Because the one thing I know about Bay Area foods, he's really more Oakland, East Bay. He doesn't really come south. He's not too much down here. I feel like there's so many places that he could have took him or it suggested him to go to, and it would have been better. My suggestion to Key and Key, I know you ain't never probably gonna hear this, but I'm gonna say this to you: come back, come back in the springtime, maybe the summertime when it's a little nicer out here. All these food critics out here are good. Snack Sensei, Grubba Mike, Bay Area Foods. I can go on and say there's at least 5 that I suggest. Pick one each day and ask them to take you somewhere. Let them take you to a spot, experience it, see how it is, and critique it, regardless if it's popular, regardless if it's not known, regardless of what it is. And do your tour like that in the Bay, because out here it's different. You know what I'm saying? And give everybody an opportunity to show you what we got. And I would really hope that you come and you can really see and understand the Bay culture and the love, because that's the one thing about the Bay. Why we are so different. It may look a little grimy, it may look a little hood. We might be rebuilding as a city. You know, we might be trying to get somewhere as a whole, but we love people. We are a very caring, accepting place. We love different people, agriculture, being cultured. We invite people to come. Like, we're like, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, I'm here to enjoy myself, meet new people. That's how it is in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? But we just really rock for our place. You know what I'm saying? That's really how it is. And
Yeah.
I think if you came out with that mentality and really just kind of not just for the food, but the culture, you're gonna have a way better time. And I would hope this message gets to you somehow. I'm sorry for your experience, but I also need you to understand that you said you did a lot of research, but I don't think you did enough. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I've had some other things. I've actually said it on my social media. You know, some things I've said. I voiced how I felt. You know, I've commented under a couple of his videos, a couple of my boys' videos. Just left a little comment, nice little paragraph if you want to see those. You guys can go through my definitely hop on. I think one of Keith Lee's videos, you'll probably see my comment down there, and a couple other people. And it was just trying to explain things and how I think it should have went. And at the end of the day, I'm not the mayor of the Bay. I don't know everything. I just know that your experience could have been a lot different. And I'm sorry that it happened like that, but at the end of the day, Bay Area, I'll tell you this one thing, and I'll be completely honest with you. My boy Grubber Mike was right. We just need to do better as a city, and that just shows as a city as a
That's
whole, as a place where we
number
are,
one.
as a city place that we are, we can be so much more to this world if we would all wake up and smell the coffee and realize that we are killing our own place. We are making this place not fun to live anymore. We are not, it's not how it used to be. I remember when I came up as a young kid,
Not
I loved going to any city, but now people are just, everybody's just, it's all about the come up now. Nobody wants to work hard anymore. Why don't people want to work hard anymore? I remember my mom used to work hard as shit. I remember all my boys' parents used to work hard as shit. And now everybody just, we looking for come ups. And that's why the bipping and shit is happening. People, doing stupid shit. And, it's just so dumb, man. Honestly, Barry, man, please, man, just do better, man. I love my home. I never want to leave my home, but I'm tired of people coming over here and saying shit about us. And we getting mad because it's the truth.
I 100% agree. That's the ending of that. It's the truth. What he was saying, a lot of it is the truth, man. And that's what's unfortunate because people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the truth about what's going on in the Bay.
Like Usher said, truth hurts.
Facts. We're gonna move on to that, man. We're gonna move on. But hey, my heart was hurting, bro. Watching that video, it got sent to me because I know a lot of people saw my video of giving him a few spots to try out. So they was like, "Yo, did you see his video?" And I'm like, "Yes, I've seen it. Yes,
Bro, somebody
that sent to me. Yes, I see it. I don't want to comment on it because I was hurt, bro. I was hurt. I don't want him to come to my come to my home and have a terrible experience like that.
Man, I was like, man, that shit was crazy.
Yeah. So we got viral videos. What's up?
Let's do it. I got one. I know Jeremy got one. We will definitely go on mine first. But hey, people, my bad. I gave you the wrong introduction. Boom, bomb drop. Y'all know what it is. Viral video. Oh, that's how it is. Honestly, you know what it is. We bring y'all a little video. We watch it. We react to it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they're serious. Sometimes they funny. Sometimes it's just a little joke. That's what it is. But we're going to start with mine. Mine is actually a scene, video I came across. I'm going to play it. We'll talk about it later because I feel like I'll be spoiling the spoilers out here. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna go on mine first. Load this thing up and then we gonna go from there. All right. No. All right. Okay.
I'm sending you my video, by the way.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Right. Let's share the screen. But yes, people, and I hope y'all like this segment. This is definitely a segment I've been loving a lot. It's definitely, something that I have been fairly enjoying. All right, cool. Share. Let's get it cracking. So, this here, I know some people have seen this video. And we're just gonna let it roll. It's a very long video, so I'm not gonna let the whole thing play. I'm gonna just kind of let the beginning play. And then there's also a part in it that I might just kind of jump through, but if I can't find it, I'll just kind of elaborate on it later. But we'll just kind of let it start and we'll just go from there. All right, man, y'all ready?
What's the problem? You the problem. Why am I the problem? You're the problem because you're creating this problem. Because you're the white lady had on sneakers. The white lady has sneakers. She has Adidas sneakers on at your bar. I'm not letting Air Force Ones in my establishment. That's it. But done. Sneakers. Done.
It's not done just because you say it's done.
Done.
Wow.
And now you'll be done. Done. How am I gonna be done? Because this is the problem. What is the problem?
I don't mind. I really don't. I'm a lawyer. I can handle it.
I don't know. It is. He's a badass. Yeah, let's go. It's about right and wrong. Me going to jail, what's that going to be? You can wait by it. No, but the white lady got on sneakers. He's going to buy his way out. He's going to buy his way out.
Oh, are you being funny? He's a baller? Is that funny to you? Wow.
You guys are dropping the N-word. Come on, at a time like this, let's all be kind.
I'm black. I can say that if I like.
Did she have on sneakers? I care. Did she have on sneakers? I care. Did she have on sneakers? It was an Adidas sneaker. Stop fucking with me.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Sir.
Let him go. Yes, go. Do your job here, bro. Go. She had on sneakers. Y'all are playing with me. What's the problem? What's the problem? Did she have on sneakers? What's your problem? I don't know. My problem is you had a patron in there in sneakers. I have on athletic sneakers. She had on Adidas. I had on Nike. I can't come in. That's the problem. It was nothing else. That's it. I didn't say nothing. Done. I don't give a fuck who the owner is. It's right versus wrong.
I will.
I'm gonna jump to a little part.
What do you think is gonna happen?
Black people clothes on fucking Jordans. I wear black people clothes on my street. Shut the fuck up. He's scared. He's scared. Look at him. What do you want to do? He's scared.
Understand, but I can't stop him if that's what he wants to do. There's no way I can stop him.
I'm gonna stop it right there so we can elaborate on this. So, for me, this video.
Wait. What city is this?
I honestly, I didn't get to find out what city this is, and I definitely should have looked that up. Regardless, I'm gonna point out a couple things. Did we peep how my man, who the owner was dressed? Black culture influenced, 100%. 100%. My man got J's on, jeans. I think he had a shirt. I can't remember what his shirt was. Straight hat. Talking he a business owner. But you out here dressing like us. But you ain't gonna let another black man in wearing Air Force Ones when he clearly, I'm pretty sure he was right. There probably was a lady up in there wearing some sneakers, and your answer to him was, "I'm not gonna let nobody in my place wearing sneakers." But you wearing sneakers? What kind of fucking shit is this, dog? Like, this is reason why it's so hard for us black people, I'll be real with you. I don't want to this racist, but it's hard. We work hard. We work hard for what we get, and we want to enjoy the same spoils as everybody else. Why should he not be allowed into a nice high-end restaurant when he got the money to handle it, do what he has to do to eat and enjoy himself because of his shoes? His shoes? My man was nice too. Nice little sweater on, jeans, the shoes. That just goes to show that he pointed something out about him because he just didn't look like the way his appearance was, and decided to single him out. Like, it's sad, bro. That is just so sad with everything that's been going on in this world for the past 10 years. Like, for a business owner to turn around and do that to a man. I'm not even gonna say a black man, a man. That is just so disrespectful. And then, like, just to mock him and he's a baller, he'll buy his way out of jail. Like, why are you saying all these things? What did we do to you? What did he do to you? Nothing. He's another hardworking man. This is just sad. It's just so sad. And the thing was crazy about it, if you really looked at that video, then they got each other's face. You see how aggressive that dude got? How aggressive the owner got? That's how he knew he was wrong. But at the end of the day, he couldn't do anything about it. And what made me mad was everybody was standing in front of the black dude in the beginning like he was being aggressive. He was just trying to get an explanation on why he can't come into the place. And he was just trying to point out some things that, honestly, I feel he had the right of pointing out. And that just sucks, man. Even being educated or being successful and being something as a black man, it's pretty much like this. If you ain't a rapper or a movie star, people don't give a fuck who you are. And that's fucking wrong.
So I'm gonna take a lighter approach on this. I got two things on it. First off, I grew up in an era when I had to wear a dress shirt and dress pants and hard bottoms to the club. And it looking back on those pictures is, I don't even like looking at those pictures. Why did they have us dressed like that? It's the same kind of thing, bro. Like, they really were trying to monitor who they went in, what types of people they went in, because certain people weren't going to be able to get those clothes or want to wear those clothes to the club. So everything you said, I'm on board with. The only other side I want to take on this, and it's not like I'm agreeing with the owner, I would love to actually see restaurants that did have dress codes. Like, I think that would be dope. Like, if you like, yo, you got to dress up to get into this establishment, but it's already known. Like, you can't come in here with no bullshit. Like, you got to come in here dressed up solidly to get into this spot. I think that's dope. Like, you shouldn't be able to walk in. Yeah. Now, I don't know. I'm not talking about his situation, but I'm saying in general, I would like to see some establishments where I actually got to dress up to get into. That would be dope to see, right?
Yeah.
I think that would be dope.
I'm not against that. If there's a sign on the door that says something like that, then that's fine. But that's a standard you're gonna have to hold against everybody. Don't just do it because of him. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's my only thing. If that camera panned and showed me a sign that said, you need to be properly dressed, or see what I'm saying, something like that, then of course, okay, I get it. But the fact of the matter is that I know it wasn't there. And I know this, if it is, the standard ain't being held against because he's black. And then on top of that, the fact of the matter of how the owner is dressed.
All you have to do, all you have to do is tell him, like, yo, next time you come here, can you please not, like, just tell him for next time. Because Joey's in LA. You can't, like, I remember one time I came in sweats and a hoodie and there was like no athletic attire. Please don't do it next time. Like, they literally told me that. No athletic attire, but they didn't kick me out. They just said, yo, next time you come, I know you're going to be back, basically. Don't wear this. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm not going to wear that next time. So that's all you have to tell, bro. Definitely. Like, he didn't want him there. He didn't want him there.
Yeah. And I know y'all can definitely hear in my voice that, when I get pissed, I get high pitched. I was just, it's upsetting, bro. I watched that video and it just really hurt, bro, because I'm worried for my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried for
Yeah.
my next generation, and I would hope that by time my kids are of that age, this is all done, it's all changed. And honestly, at this point in this world, notice it's everybody having mixed babies nowadays, so it's like hopefully we all just one race at this point. But it's just sad to see. You know what I'm saying? And I know. At the end of the day, look, I'm not knocking a business owner. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's your establishment. You're definitely allowed to conduct your business how you see fit. It's just be
But
fair,
the
bro.
done, when
That's
he's
all I'm
saying
saying.
done.
Done.
Like,
Done.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right,
I
bro.
don't
Like
that.
you doing too much.
I
But hey, at the end of the day, look, I'm gonna say this too right now. Anybody that knows where this place is at, if you go there, you support this man's business, I look at you the same way. Because I
know
promise
that's
you,
not
like,
in the Bay. I'll say that. I
promise
know
you,
it's not
I'll
in the
never
Bay.
go there again. Never in my life.
But I know it's
If
not.
I
I know
ever
it's not.
walk past that shit, I travel a lot. Let me find out. Let me find out where that place at. I'm walking in that bitch with some J's on.
It's I would say it's either New York or Atlanta. I'll say one of the two.
Probably.
Or Vegas.
Honestly, I thought it was Texas. I thought it was Texas.
Could be. Feel like he gave Vegas vibes too, but I don't know. Okay, we're gonna have to look. We're gonna have to look and see.
But hey, we'll move on from that. Rose, I don't try to make it such a a racist thing, but for me, if there's one thing that I always told myself, because I'm always gonna stand up when people are wrong. Because if I watch that video and the black dude was wrong in it, being aggressor, making it hella scene, I would be saying the same shit. I'd be looking at him like we got to be better as a race. You want to be taken serious in these places, you gonna have to, do what they ask. Don't try to walk in there being different, flexing and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be better. But that's what I'm saying. And it just makes me hurt because, like I said it, and I'll say it again. If you ain't a rapper or a motherfucking movie star, you ain't shit to these people, and that just sucks. So, but we'll get off that. The next video is definitely something that I definitely want to talk about. Jeremy definitely bring up, and I feel like it's a definitely crazy subject. And then we're gonna let this thing roll. Oh no! That's crazy. It's the first.
Like, is Drake hip hop?
Why are you doing this to me?
Drake is pop to me, in the sense like if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Most definitely shit.
Or it's
Music,
shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course, I mean,
it's commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's
formulaic music.
It's likable
music, yeah.
It's likable.
But is it? I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
Real quick, let it go for one more second. One more second.
So many products.
So many SKUs.
So many SKUs. Look at all these SKUs. Oh, so many products.
So much merchandising. So many barcodes.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here.
I would before you go off. I just want to say this one thing. I love Mos Def. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about.
Shout out to Mos Def. He's a legend. Here's my thing. First off, Drake is not pop, in my opinion. He's not pop. Now, the thing that Mos Def is saying is he has dabbled in so many areas, right? So he's dabbled in techno. He does have popish songs. He has commercialish songs with Bad Bunny and all these other crossover people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the bag, he's just chasing bags. Like he's not, and you can't hate on chasing bags, right? Because the bag is the bag, and that's the end goal at the end of the day is make money, right? And he's creating a larger target, right? Now he's getting the 14-year-old white kid in Wisconsin, and he's getting the 35-year-old black man in Baltimore. Like that's the range that he can have, bro. And I'm like, if you look at what Mos Def's saying, it's a lot like Charles Barkley is talking about basketball. It's the old head hating on the new school. It's hate.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking nothing from Mos Def. It's hate, bro. Because Barkley, hold on. Barkley always says, and I'm going to use basketball because basketball is what I know all day, right? Barkley says the Warriors can't win championships because they don't got a big man. I'm used to basketball being played this way. There's no way somebody else can do it another way. Mos Def is saying, bro, I grew up on bars, being lyrical, like, and this guy's coming in doing this, and this. That's not how I was raised. That's not how I know hip hop, right? So he's saying he's commercialized. When he's talking about the mall, he's saying, oh, there's so many songs, like I love it all. Like, okay, he's basically saying it's watered down because it's so much Drake. Look at the skews. That's so I love this ball. It's hate, bro. It is hate, but he's not saying he sucks. He's just saying it's so watered down, and it's not.
He took me out with that.
It doesn't. The last thing he's not saying like it's terrible music. It's just no feeling to it. It doesn't move him, and it doesn't. It's just here today and gone tomorrow. Like that's what a lot of the songs are, and that's just not a Drake thing. That's all of this music, to be honest with you.
All of it.
It's here today, gone tomorrow.
Every single fucking artist right now.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna
Look
say
at the skews.
Let me say everything is here. I can honestly say, in a sense, to me, Mos Def was wrong. And I completely agree with what you said. Drake is a bag chaser. And I can't knock him for doing that at all. Whatever's going to pay me, I'm going to do it at this point when it comes to music because I already have the world's
That's the game.
I have the world's ear. And I can honestly say this, and right what Mos Def said, I'd rather listen to Drake than half of these motherfucking rappers out here right now. 100%. 100%. But I would say, like, for me, it's not that Drake is pop. I would just say he's mainstream now. You know what I'm saying? He's just more so, he knows what it takes to make the money, and he knows what people want to hear, and he's trying to do it, and that's all it is. And I can't hate on the talent because at the end of the day, you got to be talented to be able to do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to be talented to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be very well-rounded as an artist to be able to do all these type of genres and actually make memorable songs in them. But I definitely also agree with the thing how you said they're here today, gone tomorrow. He has some songs that gonna last for a long time. He has some that are gonna be hits, but man, 3/4 of these shits just
it's not just him. It's all of it. It's here today. It's gone tomorrow. Like I can't. Like a lot of these songs that come out, I'll listen to it. It's in rotation, and I promise you, I'm not listening to it in 2 months. And that's not how it used to be. No. It's maybe a month, to be honest with you. If I don't put it on a playlist at that moment, it's gone, right? Like it's over. But there was one more thing. Go ahead.
I will say one thing before we get up. Drake is definitely just in his own category to me because he does so much that he's just very he's just very talented. He's different, and I can't hate on that. But I do understand where Mos Def is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like he is also kind of the reason why rap is dying. You know what I'm saying? Because he does so much, and he doesn't consider himself just a rapper. He's not just in that lane, and he does. And the thing about it too, I think people need to stop and start realizing Drake got bars, bro. My nigga be dropping bars, bro. I really have people that understand that shit. My nigga be dropping some bars. It may be different. They may be like, one-liners. He's a super duper rapper. That's what we call him. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those people, says things that seems like a double entendre type of shits, but they always sound good. And they be some shit, and they be some memorable ass fucking lines. So I'm not gonna sit here and take away from it. But
you got to go back and catch a lot of the things that he says sometimes. You'd be like, wait, what? Then it'll come out and be like, oh. But the one thing about Mos Def, and it was at the end of this clip, he says, so what happens when it's over, when the money is over? And for me, I do worry that Drake has went like this for so long that he got backlash these last 2 projects for like the first time.
Yeah.
And he's never the first one that he put out, and then he came back with like that 7 song because he got so much heat for not he got so much heat for it. And I'm wondering, this might be, and Mos Def was kind of right, like if it's just so mainstream, like are you really standing up for anything?
That's very true.
Like, because he's not
That's very-
American, he is Canadian, so he doesn't have to do a lot of the stuff that Kendrick and J. Cole do. He don't have to he don't have to play the same games.
Yeah,
because he's not trying to cut no bags off. But yeah,
and I get it.
I think that's good.
At the end of the day, shout out Mos Def for speaking his opinion. Shout out Mos Def for keeping it real. Shout out him for doing what he has to do. I do see slight hate in it, but also just see slight realism. Like he's just telling you what it is. Things that people are just.
We know who his boy is, man. We know Chicago Common. We know who your people are, bro.
You know,
that's all
you know what it is. But hey, I think that's definitely a topic that I would definitely love to have a bigger talk with. Maybe we'll get one of these artists out here that's kind of bubbling in the bay or something. I would get them on and we'll have that conversation. I would definitely love to elaborate on that. But hey, I respect Mos Def, still do. Never, it's not gonna change.
Yeah, facts.
So you're saying we have one more thing?
What we got?
We all wrapped. I think we all wrapped. Huh? I think that's about it.
That's it. That is it,
about
bro.
it, man. Hey, man. Like I say every time, appreciate you guys. It's definitely amazing. We definitely got some. I'll tell you every time we got some things coming, so it's cool. Just appreciate the support. I know, we've been, you haven't seen us just frequently promoting, but I'm definitely getting back to that. Life is starting to slow down for you, boy. And Jeremy finally settling in, so we definitely get back to the work. But appreciate everybody showing up. Appreciate everybody, saying, always giving us ideas and things to talk about. I definitely want to maybe start a special guest thing soon. Maybe do like a little on top of the competition we're doing. Part of one of the things I'm going to do on the raffle, I'm going to definitely raffle off pretty much a special guest for anybody, no matter who it is, just to be with us one time, and that'll be cool. But we appreciate y'all. I love everybody. Man, shout out the world, man. Honestly, I love life, and I just want people to understand that. Keep living, live your life, man. And don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Do what makes you happy, and we will be ultimately be happy. And to those people I know out there right now that's going through some things in their life, because I know one thing about the holidays, sometimes they bring happiness, but sometimes they also bring sadness. Keep your head up, push through, fight through. You're gonna be okay. Things will be all right. Just understand that there's always light at the end of the road. So, keep your head up. Jeremy, you got anything?
That's it, man. Again, we appreciate you guys always checking in with us and supporting. We're just gonna keep it going. But until then, man, we'll see y'all soon. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.